The Arcturian Group, March 30th, 2025. By Marilyn Raffaele at onenessofal.com. Dear readers, know that these messages are intended to provide spiritual knowledge and principles of truth from which you can build a foundation in alignment with the reality of your true self. This in turn will allow you to serve yourself, others, and the ascension process from high levels of awakened awareness rather than from falsehood and fear. The world at this time is in the beginning phase of an unstoppable spiritual process. Earth, being a divine creation, was never meant to live forever in bondage to duality, separation, and powers over. Much of what you are witnessing at this time is meant to serve as a catalyst that will awaken those still choosing to remain in the past, content to keep the status quo and let others make decisions for them. Change is coming to every aspect of life. As increasingly more awaken out of the three-dimensional belief system and open themselves to oneness, it will automatically increase the light in collective consciousness. The changes coming from new and higher frequencies on Earth will not be those that simply present obsolete three-dimensional ideas packaged and presented as being new. Once Earth's collective consciousness reaches a point of being more spiritually evolved, love and oneness, rather than separation and power over others, will become the dominant force behind laws, religion, education, health, and governments. This will be the world that is only now beginning, cannot be rushed, but will continue to unfold and expand over the coming years. Physical bodies could not safely withstand a sudden influx of intense, high-resonating energy. And so the process of clearing old energy while at the same time integrating higher frequencies must be gradual. Even now, many of you are experiencing physical, emotional, and mental discord from clearings and integrations. The world in general continues to consider human beings as nothing more than disposable physical bodies, at the mercy of and subject to an infinite number of three-dimensional powers, be they disease, dictators, or a god of vengeance. Let your consciousness of oneness be your only sword and shield as you face the daily onslaught of negative images and words you are experiencing. When you allow truth to become more than just interesting dinner conversation and begin anchoring it into your consciousness through practice and vigilance, it can and will begin to express through and as you, because your consciousness is you. Just as a sunbeam is one with the sun, a wave is one with the ocean, and every branch is one with the tree, so are you seemingly separate but one. Rather than using prayer or meditation for seeking, begging, wishing, asking for, imploring, wanting, or desiring what you think you don't have, let it become a time of simply resting in oneness. You can state spiritual intentions. I choose to more fully understand the truth of my being, or I choose more light. Never forget that because you are God consciousness individualized, you are a creator, creating from the state of your consciousness. Be aware of so-called spiritual mental practices that teach you to say, I am well, I am abundant, I am this or I am that, which is mental suggestion, a form of hypnotism. Yes, the real you is all these things, but we speak of mental techniques meant to make the false human separated sense of you well and abundant. There is a fine line here that many do not yet understand, which is why we speak of it. Attempting to change a bad material picture into a good one is nothing more than a continuation of the three-dimensional illusions you are trying to wake out of. Good humanhood is just as much an illusion as bad humanhood, because all humanhood is a concept of real divinehood. Spiritual evolution is an unstoppable reality that means every person at some point will reach a place of readiness beyond personal ego and begin seeking and living from their true being. This choice is especially important right now, because the world has entered a time in which paths are dividing and every person must choose to move either forward with the high frequencies of an ascending Earth or remain in the past. Your choice. Innovative creative ideas of any sort, artistic, music, healing, solutions, inventions, technology, etc., can only flow from the source and substance of creativity, divine consciousness. Truly new and never before known ideas do not and cannot flow from the human mind because human minds are not creative. They are interpreters, avenues of awareness that access and interpret what is already present in some form in the collective. Those who bring forth unique and new ideas in every aspect of life are drawing from within whether they are aware of it or not. Future leaders on Earth will make choices and decisions that reflect a personal and collective consciousness imbued with truth rather than the three-dimensional programming you know now. This will not happen overnight, but the process has begun. We understand your frustration, concern, and even fear as you see so much that you considered permanent eliminated or changed drastically. Know that this phase is necessary for awakening a sleeping world out of its love of and reliance on the status quo. A new world is being born, one in which decisions, laws, governments, health, education, and most importantly religion will be based in truth and the knowledge that all life is an expression of one omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient God. Those choosing to continue living from duality, separation, and many powers, refusing to open their hearts to more, will at some point continue their evolution elsewhere as they will be unable to align with the higher frequencies of light coming. Always remember that darkness in and of itself has no reality because darkness is nothing more than the absence of light. Remember always that as the individualization of one omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent reality God, you cannot die or be separated from the fullness of it regardless of what may be taking place in your life. Spiritual ascension has never before taken place while a person remains in physical form, which makes the ascension process of Earth and her people taking place at this time different, and is the reason it is being closely observed by many on other planets and in the higher realms. You are well prepared to live from this higher state of consciousness, which is why you chose to be on Earth at this time. All is proceeding according to plan. Allow the process, never forgetting that you are loved, guided, supported, appreciated, encouraged, and honored by the many observing and assisting from the other side. We are the Arcturian group.
Thank you for watching Universal Lighthouse Galactic Messages. Please use your own personal discernment on all content posted. You can now join us on our YouTube channel to help support us on this journey. At First Contact Team level, we are offering exclusive information, channeling, disclosure, and ancient writings to those ready to receive the knowing. You can visit our blog page at universallighthouse.com to subscribe to receive the daily messages for free via your email. And while you are there, check out Universal Lighthouse Radio, offering motivational, inspirational, and high vibrational music 24/7. Again, that's universallighthouse.com.